Hello. Happy Friday, TGIF. Wow. You finally made it. What a long week it has been. Super long. Ay, 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 ay. Whoa. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you dizzy. What is this globe? This light over here? Who is here? Gemmet is here. Hello, hello. Hello to Julie. Let's see what she wrote here. Hi, Jerry. And then she said, Jerry, I was watching Candy's live and it started thunder, lightning, and pouring rain. I have a leak in the bedroom window, water pouring onto the floor, a lot of towels. Maintenance is coming soon. Holy cats. I heard that there was hail in Arizona. I'm just saying, sign of the times, sign of things to come. I don't know. Let me know if you hear me okay. Do I have good audio? Can you see me okay? I don't know what that little globe business was over here. Typo meant Cindy's live. I actually knew what you meant. Candy, Cindy's live. And it will try to make it, but water on the rug, floor, a lot of cleanup. No doubt. You take care of your business. And there's the Amy. Hello to you, Amy. I hope all is well. I hope your class is doing well this week thus far. We were done with ours, but Dr. Nelson said one more. But it's not a graded class, and it's nothing we have to do an assignment on. And look who's here, Michael's Adventures. Hello, Michael. Oh, it looks like you have a little yawn there. Did you take care of the woodland creatures outside yet, Michael? I did not see if you posted a video up there. I don't know. Some of those little icons are so teeny tiny, I can't see them. Where do I start? Let me tell you about this crazy week at my job. Holy cow, Ladybug's here. I think now she knows that there's an audience, so now she begs for food. I don't know, she might want to be on camera. Now she was actually waiting right by the computer when I got home, underneath on the floor, like, hello, start to feed me. Okay, so all the craziness at work with this whatever bug is going around has manifested. First it started with that little cold sore. Well, I nipped that in the bud. Now it seems like my nose is just flowing. My stomach felt a little bit upset, and I don't like it. I don't like being sick. I don't like whining about it. I don't like anything having to do with it. That's why I double boosted myself with this immunity. Again, if you don't need the vitamins, you pee them out. But I have to be proactive because I don't like being sick. I just got done gargling with my Sovereign Silver. Been doing this for years. This is my immunity booster, keeping all the cooties at bay. I don't know if any of you have ever tried that, but I just got done gargling with it. And of course I made a mess on my shirt, but that's okay. It doesn't leave a stain. So with everybody sick at work, I can't bring it home and I can't feel bad. So if whatever's going to happen on the weekend, it's going to happen. I'll sleep through it 48 hours and then back to work come Monday. Now I've got 5 viewers so far, and I know what you guys are here for. You're here for the news. I apologize because of the nose. I think I'm going to have to do a little turn when I have to blow. I don't know where the mute button is on this program. So, what was that? Oh, I hope I don't lose power down here. Well, let's feed Ladybug and get that out of the way. Give her snack. Here we go. Should we do a daily dose of ladybug? Come on, ladybug. There we go. Here's the ladybug. I'm not teasing her. You have to bite it. You gotta bite it. There we go. Take a little bite. Look at her go. One more. Okay, that's it. No more. Say hello to the people. Hello, people. No, where's more food? I don't have any more. There we go. There's your daily dose of the ladybug. Okay, now you have to go lay down. You have to go and lay down. Go in your box. Go in your box. Go lay down. The furnace is on. It's hot in here. I have to take my sweater off. They still have the air conditioning on at work, so it's cold-ish, depending on where you are in the plant. The front of the plant by the offices, it's freezing. The back of the plant where I was today, it was hot. So on with the sweater, off with the sweater. I'm beyond that whole hot flash shenanigans thing. I'm completely done with that. And there is Josephine C. Howdy, forest dwellers, Jerry. Well, hello, Josephine. I hope everything is good by you. And I think it's good morning. Your critters are fed. Excellent. I am glad. I have been not watching your videos, not because I'm avoiding you, just because I've been super, super duper busy. So I have a little catch up to do on your videos this weekend, Michael, just so you know. Okay, guys. Well, I have to just let the cat out of the bag. And let's read Josephine here. I feel sick after being in air conditioning. Not good. Glad I like the heat. I don't mind the air conditioning. I don't like it when it's blowing at me at work. There are these vents that clean the air, but they also blow cold air. And when I get that on the back of my neck, oh yeah, I don't like that. But it also blows all the cooties around and everybody's sickness, and I'm really not fond of that. So let me tell you what you guys are all dying to find out. When I lost my first 163 pounds, it was my decision. Jack and I had discussed it. He actually brought it up, but he discussed it with me because he knows that I'm a religious person. I'm not going to say a prude because I'm a married woman. And he had asked me, what do I think about going to a naturalist resort? And at first I thought, naturalist resort, what is that? I'm not going to be answering any questions right now during this discussion. There's 4 people on here right now, and of course it's going to be rebroadcast. I apologize. This whole nose thing is just irksome. It irks me. And I said, well, explain this naturalist business, and he did. And he asked about, do I feel comfortable in going to a place that is clothing optional? As a Christian woman, I didn't read into anything other than clothing optional, meaning if I feel like taking off my clothing, I will. I felt all of my life like I was fat. I felt that maybe in the back of my mind that there was going to be shenanigans at these places. But Jack assured me that this place wasn't the case here. It is a shock to a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot because we don't tell this to anybody. Like Jack, for example, never told his brothers. His children know it. he's not made it a secret when he let it be known to his daughters that we go to a Naturalist resort, clothing optional resort. And again, all of my life, I felt like fatty McFatness. That's what I felt. But remember, I fast for, this will be the 15th year, from November after Thanksgiving until January 11th. So autophagy clicks in. Now, autophagy, not eating for 40 days, does not make you skinny. You still have sags and bags and all the things. But compared to when I was 363 pounds, I have less fluff, less stuff, but the sags and bags are smoother, tighter, not completely gone, but it was a mental thing for me. Can I be seen in public by strangers, people that I don't know, without clothing? And when we first got there, they take you on a tour of the place and they let you know all the amenities, and this is where they do the legitimate massages. This is where the whirlpools are. This is, hi Cindy. Cindy just came on. This is where the pedicures are done. So of course, that was the first thing on my agenda, was to get a pedicure while I was there. Michael saying hello to Cindy. The pedicure place was overlooking the pool area and the whirlpool area and the massage area and everything. But this place, they check you completely. They don't, if there's anything suspicious in your record, they'll do a background check for you. If there's anything suspicious, you are not allowed on the property. Period. End of discussion. Not even a question. So the bigger picture, for those of you that are wondering, is, did I feel like it was a sinful or sexual experience? Absolutely not. I am a full-fledged, 100% married woman. I get more guys on this stupid internet that ask me questions about me. How old are you? Are you married or whatever? Get away from me. Seriously, if it gets to ludicrousness, if that's even a word, I don't know, but it is today. If it gets to any shenanigans where, you guys know what I think about the F word, where somebody is out of line, I have no qualms with dropping them, not completely from my channel, because I don't want shenanigans in my life. That's not me. My husband and I went to this resort together, basically to lay out. You lay out, you eat breakfast, clothing optional. There are towels. They give you these humongous towels, fresh towels constantly. You're not allowed to sit your bare ass on anything. In order to go in the pool, you must be completely naked. You cannot have any swimming suits, etc. You can be clothing optional outside of the pool. If you want to have your meals with clothing, perfectly fine. But when I was getting my pedicure and I saw everybody is normal, it's all normal. As a matter of fact, the guy that comes to do the air or bring in the food for the restaurant, those service people come in completely fully clothed, and they don't gawk at you. I order my groceries to be delivered. I They bring it to my room, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they bring it to the room, and they know that this resort exists. They don't look at you. It's not a matter of my eyes are up here, but again, I go with a pure heart. I am committed 100% to my husband. You won't find me on any website ever crying the blues to any man, demeaning my husband because I want a quick hit or a fix or get your kicks on Route 66, if you know what I mean. That ain't me. I don't roll like that. I also know that when we go to the resort, that nobody is going to grab me. Oh, by the way, speaking of grabbing, married couple, Jack and myself, married. You as a married couple or a boyfriend and girlfriend, or if you're 2 girls, 2 guys, whatever the case may be, you cannot have any touching or grabbing of your significant other at these places. That's not allowed. It's allowed in your room, in the privacy of your own room, etc., or your cabin or your mobile home, or on property in a house, because they have houses there too. People actually live on the grounds. It's hundreds of acres. Very nice, very clean. It's in Florida. So you're going to have alligators. I haven't seen an alligator, but I've seen snakes. And the maintenance people get on it right away because there's a lake there. There's a pool there. There's a lake there. There's just nature. But it's not like when you go to the Caribbean and those places that are like topless places. I have one of those little sarongs I can wrap around my body if I feel like doing it. I do it. If it gets cool, and it does get cool, we'll usually go in February when it's cooler weather. So I go out to the pool. I get there early. I get a cabana. I'll usually spend that time, because not a lot of people are out that early. I spend that time in prayer and reflection. I'll read or listen to my Bible. I will catch up on podcasts, I don't do Facebook or any of that, but I'll catch up on whatever emails that I have with Gmail. And then, okay, well, it's about 9 o'clock. I'll go to the room, grab Jack, and then we'll go grab some breakfast. It's very normal. It's so normal to the point that if I realize I have to go out to the store, I have to think, am I clothed? I have gone in the store thinking that, like, okay, I'm walking out, but I have to make sure I'm clothed. Obviously, duh. But that thought crosses your mind. I am completely comfortable with my body, whether I have clothes on or if I don't have clothes on. But there's zero debauchery. Naturalist is different. It's the study of nature and plants and all that. I may not eat the plants, but I believe in being free. I also know what the Bible says when Adam and Eve were in the garden and they felt the shame of being naked. I didn't feel that. I was comfortable with my husband. I'm not a single woman. He's a married man. I have the proper mindset when we go to these places. But there are people that if they get drunk, single guys, they'll go there. And if they get drunk and if they get out of line, the security and these walkie-talkies, whoom, they come out right away, they kick them out. We have not had a bad experience. No one has ever come up and grabbed me, grabbed Jack. Jack has never grabbed anybody. I don't look with wanton at another man. I just don't. But you'd be surprised, the jewelry that people have, folks. Yeah, lots and lots of jewelry. The only piercings I have are my ears. Back in the biker days with the ex-husband, I did one of those nose rings, but that's completely closed up. I was one that I had the diamond like up on the top. So the older I've gotten, the bigger my nose is. And if you ever look at me live and in person, you'll see the old hole, but it's completely closed. Yeah, that's the wild side of me. I have 4 holes, 2 in each ear. And that's it. That is the big story. So I'm thinking, Erin, when she says, Jerry, you remind me of a wild child. Well, yeah, I've had my wild days, but it wasn't anything that was having to do with any immoral acts, no debauchery. Like I said, I don't look for anyone other than my spouse. We're not swingers. We're not perverted. We don't do shenanigans. But if you really want to get in touch with yourself and get your mind straight about, for me, what I envisioned all those years being fat, and the freedom of saying, here I am. This is me, and I'm comfortable, and I like suntanning. I like suntanning at the house too. But when the mail lady comes through, or the UPS guy, or whomever comes, man, I'm running for the robe right away. It's not appropriate. It's appropriate for me to be in my house in my backyard doing my own thing. That's fine. But I'm not going to have people come over and just hang out and be naked. We can do that in a resort setting. You're not coming into my house, because I don't want to ever cross that line. Am I still a Christian, you're wondering? Come on, Jerry, you're a Christian. You're not supposed to be doing this kind of shenanigans. If my sister's watching right now, she just dropped her dentures. She just found that out right now at 74 years old. My little sister does that? Yeah. Now, we have not gone the last couple of years because, of course, back surgery. Can't get in a whirlpool. Jack had his back surgery last year. Can't get in water and whirlpools with the incisions. Hip surgery. Can't get in a whirlpool, but I can get in a tanning bed. So we did not go to Florida the last couple years. Let's see what Josephine said here. I could not do that, but if the workers are clothed, and they are, I could work there. I was a support worker and was told, OMG, the stories, but I am the most respected worker the clients had met. Sad. So did you work in a clothing optional place, Josephine, like that? No, that's how the workers are. Also, if you're a food preparer, it's health rules. You must be clothed. You're working with food, you must have a hair bonnet on it. Sounds like a commercial. You must be clean and sanitary, and that is not allowed. The workers are not allowed. Now, if you are after hours and you live on property and you want to go to the bar and have a cocktail, well, of course they allow that, because our Uber driver, taxi driver that picks us up from the airport and takes me grocery shopping and what have you, he and his wife live on property. She works at the front office. He works at the front gate on third shift, and he does Uber on the side, taxi cab service for people picking up. Very, very darling couple. Very nice. You run into people of all ages, all everything. They have children there. But again, if the children are visiting grandma and grandpa, that's the children's aspect there. They're not, it's nothing like sick mental, something's wrong with your brain if you would consider ever shenanigans with children. That's not the case. They visit grandma because grandma and grandpa live on the property. They come on vacation with grandma and grandpa, and they swim and they jump and have fun with their brothers and sisters, and then they put their towels on and go back to the rooms. It's completely 100% normal in my mind as a Christian to go to these places. But again, if there's anything that would even transpire, security would be there and you're bounced out instantly. Oh, and yeah, let's see what Josephine wrote here. This is a good point here. No aged and disability support worker. I miss all my clients and I still get teary-eyed thinking of them. It's been 2 years. They have a special chair that if you are disabled, that you can get into the pool. We've seen people without legs, without breasts. We've seen bilateral, the women that are young girls that have had breast cancer that have the tattoos bilaterally. They're flat-chested, just like a man. They've chosen not to have breast implants, and they're tattooed. Oh, Josephine's got the door. Be right back. We'll be here waiting. So, did I shock you? Nobody's commenting. Either that or everybody's sleeping right now. Whoa, Jerry, you hit me over with a feather with this news. Yeah, like I said, I did not tell my sister. It wasn't a matter. I wanted to when I would be going down by her, but she'd always get off on some different subject or we never talked about it, and we just never did. Jack's never told his brothers. So is there a certain amount of shame? I don't advertise it at work. That's a fact. Maybe in the beginning, but it's nothing that you advertise because people think sick, mental, deranged, debauchery thoughts. And that's not the case. God made the human body beautiful and perfect in every way. However, skinny or fat or disabled, or did you lose an arm? Did you lose a leg? All are welcome. I don't know what this picture is here, Michael. I can't see it. It looks like you're doing this on a picture. And that's okay. Hey, my TV just went on. I got to turn it on mute. I was watching Greg Gutfeld before I got on, and I put him on pause. Now he started yapping. So my question to you is, have any of you ever gone to a clothing optional place or a topless place or whatever the case may be? Have you ever considered? Jack and I don't go abroad. We spend all of our vacation time here in the United States. That's just us. And I completely understand if people don't raise their hand and say, yeah, it's me too. There's not a doubt in my mind. Everybody's biting their lips saying, Jerry, you shocked me. With all the stuff you say, you just shocked me. Yeah, nothing shocking. I like my tanning bed here when I go to Bloomer. And I like the look of a tan. I like the feel of it. Let's see. Well, Cindy just wrote here, did Jack get his card yet? I checked the mail right today. I checked today and yesterday, and the card did not come in that I saw. So if he got it, he's sleeping. That's the room over here where you see the lights flashing. There you go. The TV that's on. So I don't know, Cindy. I'll have to ask him in the morning. Did I shock you, Cindy, with my news? Are you surprised? Because I know Cindy will talk to me. Cindy will tell me the truth. We speak truth. Girlfriends talk truth. If you know, you know. Yeah, I have a lot of life experiences and life stories to be able to share on here. It's, like I said, it's more life than eating ground beef. I have to turn this TV off before it goes on again. I'm looking forward to maybe, I don't know about next year. Well, my physician's assistant read my results, and surgery is imminent for sure. She showed me where my scan was that they injected, and it lit up like this humongous light exactly where the pain is that I have. Again, I'll reiterate, it is not a poor little me, woe is me, I can't do anything kind of pain, but it's annoying the hell out of me. And she said that it's protocol. You have to do the pain clinic again. I did the pain clinic when I got my lower back, right before I had that lower back surgery above the coccyx and those 7 vertebrae. I had that done at the pain clinic. That was useless. And I'm also anticipating this is going to be useless too. It's further up. You can see it. It's like a sunburst, I guess. It's light. When she showed the gamma X-ray nuclear, it lit up on the X-ray, and it was like a little orb in there. But there's also a space between my fusion that had light emitting, not as bright as where my pain is. And I'll always say, for reference point, my bra line is where I'm experiencing that sharp pain, and a little bit below. And when the physician's assistant, manipulated that area, she could feel it right away. Well, they're trained in that. So, of course, she knew what to feel for. And I said, what is that? It just popped up right away. So you have to do this pain shot. After that, they call it an ablation. You go through that procedure. And the reason you have to go through these steps, which I think is complete BS, in my opinion, the reason you have to do this is because of insurance. You got to play the game. I said, I'm not going to physical therapy anymore. It's not that I don't like physical therapy. I can do physical therapy here in my house. But I'm going through with the hip and doing the hip therapy once a week, which I think I need to stop that. I don't know. We'll see what October brings us. But I'm now going up half of a flight of stairs with both legs, right, left. And I can do that fine. The top part of my staircase that goes upstairs, I actually broke it. And I have right here. Grab it. I've done it to the basement one, a handrail bracket right here. And I've done that because as you're going down the stairs, you lean into it. Well, the builder that built this house, they were all chintzy. This is beefy. So the one upstairs, this is the replacement. That needs to be done. Let's see if Jack will do this. I bought some rubber things that go on the bottom of chairs. And he's the one that uses the chairs because he can still sit lower. I can't. I'm sitting in the high chair here in the kitchen, the bar stool, if you will, the cushy one. But I can't sit low. I have the toilet risers in the basement and upstairs. And none on the main level. So that's Jack's bathroom. So if I have to go upstairs or downstairs, well, that's good. I can use the exercise, do the stairs, but I've yet to progress to a full flight of stairs, right or left, like walking like a normal person up and down. So this too shall pass. This will get better. Only 5 people. I was hoping that Lynn would be on here. I saw on your live, Cindy, that it was Lynn's birthday. I wanted to sing happy birthday to you, Lynn. So happy birthday, Lynn, if you're listening on the rebroadcast. At lunch today, I just had so much time. I took a piece of steak from the house. I had 2 brats at work. I put those in the microwave while the steak was cooking in the air fryer and made them both medium, wolfed that down and said, I am really full. I just, you get to the point I can't eat the whole thing anymore. At least the steak at work. You only have 20 minutes. So while I was eating my brats, my steak was cooking for 10. And I wolfed that down, just half of it, because I was full. Cindy says, hello, Amy. Cindy scrolling up the chit chat. Josephine had her doorbell to take care of. Anybody have any big plans for the weekend? I have good. Cindy mailed out the spoon rest yesterday. Excellent. I'll probably get that early next week, Cindy. In a little baby box. I'm sure it'll be small enough for our boxes. Our rural mailboxes are very big out here. It's the one that's 6 blocks from the house. But I know that you're a good packer of boxes, so I have to mail out to the stepdaughter my old clothing. She's tall like me. She's in the process of her weight journey as well. So I'll be mailing out her some things, gathering them together. I want to be able to get that out by next week. I know I told her last week, I'll get it out, and I never did. But first and foremost, this essay tomorrow, got to get this done. So I can get the certificate, so I can be official, done with the course, completely done with the course. And Dr. Kiltz and Nelson said that we can, if we want to, continue the course again, just like a refresher. I don't mind ever learning. I love learning. Love it. And it wouldn't hurt for me to get the medical stuff and terminology down pat either. Oh, I'm so sorry, Cindy. Sadly, we have a celebration of life tomorrow. I'm terribly sorry for your loss. So sorry. Michael, he's got plans here. I plan to go to a car show tomorrow to show support. Politicians have been giving them problems about their flea market. Well, that's not right. Oh, so these politicians, I don't care what side of the aisle, sometimes, and the hateful spewing. I'm talking about hateful spewing where people are calling each other Nazis and fascists and all that. And I was listening to Greg Gutfeld, like I said, before I was turning you guys on, and he said, why don't we just call people fat anymore? Like Don Rickles used to do. They used to do that type of humor, but it wasn't a personal thing. These personal awful attacks of people. It's terrible. Hi, Josephine. She is back. And of course, our friend Michael says, WB, welcome back. Welcome back. Are there any good lives I'm supposed to know about this weekend? I know that Cindy did her live today, and I caught a little bit. And after lunch, as I was moving through the plant, I lost reception. So I couldn't hear the rest of your Rick interview, Cindy. So I have to catch it on the rebroadcast. He always sounds like he is broadcasting from one of those, like the EIB microphone that Rush Limbaugh used to have, the big microphone. He always has a very 1950s type of microphone feedback, or is that just me? He just sounds very, very, very professional, and I know he's an uber geek when it comes to technology, as does Amy, as does Dustin. But I didn't hear if anything's big, hot, and heavy. Does anybody follow? I'm telling you guys, I told you yesterday, there are so many people in the carnivore sphere that are coming up as coaches that it's just going to be very, very hard to follow everybody. It's not feasibly possible for me to follow everybody. I enjoy waking up and listening and learning to Dr. Kiltz, that I like. I do like listening to Mitch for kicks and giggles and his opinion, because he's from my generation. He's closer to my husband's age. I can relate to what he speaks about from growing up, from my people, shall we say. So Josephine said, yes, 5 p.m. DC, then Rick at 10 p.m. my time, starting to write down, so hopefully I won't miss. I'll tell you, I need to start writing down people's names. Like Gemma is Julie. Josephine, we all know what not to call her, so I call her Josephine. I think Tanya calls you Joey. I think that's cute. I like Joey too. It reminds me of Joey Heatherton, which you're way too young to even remember or even know about. Joey Heatherton, Josephine. She was a popular actress back in the day. Cute little blonde girl. Very cute. Kind of like an Anne Margaret type of person. Not that you know Aunt Margaret, but Josephine wrote, Michael, I, Captain, LOL, sorry. Captain or caption? Caption. I have a book of names, a new one. I lost the other one. Yeah, I have to do the book and names now. I learned that from Cindy. Cindy said she started a list that way, so I have to do the same thing. Tuber Chat is on Sunday. Excellent. I will have some time. He is later, so it's probably going to be after church. I will definitely get on there. I haven't Tuber chatted since I have studied school in Dr. Kilt's class. I have not caught up on that. Now I've caught up with your channel and other channels sporadically. 5 p.m. my time. Excellent. I will be done with church and I'll be able to listen to Tuber Chat. I learn a lot from him too, from technology. So that's a good thing. I don't plan on going live on the weekend unless something abruptly changes, but I'm going to be gargling with my silver and pounding the immune pills, these vitamin C pills, and getting more rest than I normally do because I don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. to watch Dr. Kiltz or Dr. Nelson. So that'll be good for sleep for me. And Ladybug, well, I'll take her potty tonight after we're done on the live, and it'll be 11 o'clock my time, so she should be good until 7. Then she comes traipsing up the stairs and does the thing with her nails. I have to get her a bath soon. Jack's been brushing her outside. All the hair just is like me. And I'm still going through my shed. So like I told you earlier in the month, I've been saving my hair just to show people that seasonal shedding happens to me. It used to happen. My shedding has shifted. My shedding used to be when we would go to Florida, I would shed then. I'd be in the shower washing my hair and tons of hair would come up. Right now, my shedding comes in the fall, in September. So my shedding has shifted, which is okay. I have a lot of hair. I have a lot of fine hair. It's curly. Curly-haired people want straight want curly. So that's all I have today, folks. It's 10:46. I'm looking for some feedback from you. Oh, here's Cindy again. You are doing great at these lives and scheduling. Well, thank you very much, Cindy. I need to do probably better thumbnails, and I'll have a little bit more time to do the thumbnails. But the time, I know I'm not getting a big audience. Did you guys see the video put up today from going to Mayo? I actually put up a real video. I don't know, 20-minute video. What did I caption? I think I captioned it, let's go to Mayo Clinic or something. Let me see here. I don't like dead air. Sometimes if I'm listening to Dustin on Sunday before going to church and he's looking on his cell phone and I don't hear anything, I have to pick up my phone and look to see if I've dropped him. Well, look at this. I have a video from Kip Moore. I don't have it. He published it here from Kip Moore. I really need your prayers. So those of you that followed Kip, he's got a video out here. Amanda? No, I haven't seen Amanda in forever. I think she was supposed to be going to, was it Hack Your Health? Or that one in Tennessee that costs like $2,500. I can't afford that. But I don't think she made it this year. Okay, and Amy wrote here, I think I got everyone who entered on the wheel. If I missed you, please let me know. I did go through a computer crash this week, so I'm doing my best to set everything back up. The drawing is Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So Cindy's going to be spinning her wheel for the new superhero character. Let's see who's all on here. I'm on here. Terry Sue's on here, and it says something Baron. So I don't know what she's a Baron of. Mine is a burger. Cindy's on here, and we know Cindy is our keto chow girl. So thank you very much, Cindy, for your confidence in me. And, I couldn't have done it without you. Ain't that the truth? Josephine, Cindy is so beautiful. inside, outside, Cindy is a gem. And Cindy says, thank you, Josephine. Kelly D is something sirloin. Lori W is wiener. Let's say wiener woman, maybe. Let's make a bigger picture. I may be able to see that better. Peter, Papa Peter. It says T. I think it's T-bone. Or Titan. Titan of T-bone. It was Titan something. I remember hearing about that on Mitch's live. I think it was Mitch's. And the dark blue one, I can't see. Lisa, carnivore, ... Can't read it. So those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people on Cindy's wheel. So whoever's not on the wheel, let Amy know. Get on the wheel. You're very welcome, Cindy. Thank you. Thank you for everything you do for me, for the community. We completely appreciate it. Anybody want to talk about anything in particular? My eyes aren't itching here. LOL, I would be the happy crab. Happy crab because you like crab meat? Did you ask Amy to be put onto the wheel? That would be fun. A seafood character would be wonderful. Would you have crab claws to be grabbing with? Then you can get with Butter Woman. Dip into the butter. Oh, I can see that. We'd have to have somebody with serious cartoon talent to make all of these characters come alive like a little story. Wouldn't that be fun? That would be fun. Whoops, did you just see that? Yikes, my screen went back and forth. So we got Cindy saying, I had my complete abdominal ultrasound done. All is good. Excellent. I am glad. Did they do yours like mine where they inject you with nuclear so that it lights up? Or was it just x-rays that they did it with the ultrasound with the gel and the pictures that way? I had that. Oh, no dye. Okay. Josephine, I thought I should be the happy cow as my last name is Cowley. Well, that's something. That's very unique. JC. Josephine C. Yeah, that could be on your breastplate, JC, like Butter Woman and Amy Bacon Woman. I can't remember. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if it's manifesting into the eyes next, let me be done with it. I bind any of that disease in Jesus' name. I'm telling you, I just cannot be sick. Not at all. Yes, excellent news, Cindy. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Are you experiencing better health, though, Cindy? Better, less symptoms, shall we say? Since you've had the ultrasound, though? Cindy says, thank you, Josephine. And Josephine, yes. And no doubt that everything has been, yes, Cindy says, yes. Yes, yes. Less, excellent, good. Now, I have never had an abdominal other than when you're pregnant and they do that baby ultrasound and stuff, but it was funny. the gamma thing that I went in, other than those lights from the spine that was showing definite problems in there. You could see everything. You could see, your colon and everything. It was kind of cool. I thought it was neat, especially the colors. I did not get it in my Mayo. They have the little app set up. I didn't get it, and the reason I didn't get it was she was afraid that I would be worrying about it. I just laughed. I didn't laugh at her. I laughed and I let her know. Again, my philosophy, you guys know it. What's going to happen is already destined. It's going to happen. We just don't know when it's going to hit you. We're going to be just as surprised as the next person. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I just always pray and ask for the strength to be able to handle this or whatever is going to happen. I pray for that strength. Cindy said they checked my pancreas, gallbladder, liver, kidney, spleen, and aorta. Whoa. How long was that test for? The ultrasound. That's a lot of stuff. I saw all my stuff on that gamma x-ray, but she didn't talk about it because it's just part of the physical body and the x-ray, the gamma. Maybe a half an hour. Wow. I did 3 bouts, 45 minutes for each one, and you had to lay still. And it's freezing in the hospital. I don't care if you're in the surgery suite or you're in the x-ray department. It is absolutely freezing. We have about 3 more minutes before the end of our time this week. I want to take the opportunity to thank everybody for coming on, popping on. I know Friday it's a little bit easier because then we can sleep in a little bit on Saturday and Sunday. But I'm sure I will see Michael on Tuber Chat. I'm sure of that. I know I'm going to be seeing Cindy. I have to watch the Cindy and Rick video, and I'll do that tonight as I'm going into sleep. Sometimes it's very soothing for me to listen to Cindy's lives. I enjoy them. I look forward to another fun week next week. No particular topics next week. I thought maybe the Naturalist would blow a lot of minds. I was expecting maybe a bigger audience or more people to go, more gasping. But hey, it's me. As Erin says, yeah, the wild child that I am. And Sunday, of course, I'm going to church. I want to try to squeeze in a pedicure for me this weekend. Maybe I'll nair my legs. Not a big deal. It's supposed to be nice weather right as we're going into the weekend. Get my car washed before church. Those type of incidental things. But other than that, no, I don't judge either. I don't judge at all. I let people be people. I have dealt with so many people in my life owning businesses, handicapped, elderly, morgue conveyances, just traveling throughout the world, traveling in the United States, working in a factory, and not ever working in a factory until we came up here. Never, ever. It's been an experience. I'll tell you what, it was a fun place to work at when I first started there, and we had a Christian boss, and he actually cared about the people. But the people running the show now, sometimes you wonder, are we just rearranging the chairs on the Titanic to wait for the ship to go down? I don't know. but I'm looking to retire next year, God willing. And of course, with these surgeries, whatever the case may be. So if you have any topics that you want me to discuss, feel free to put them on the thumbnails. I'll be scheduling them. Of course, it's going to be the same time, 10 p.m. till 11. So I'll be putting up the thumbnails, and maybe I'll think about topics to be able to talk about. I have a lot of things to talk about, but sometimes I just want to talk about whatever happens during the day and as the news hits. I'm still a newser, and I like to talk about the news. So again, thank you all very much for coming. I appreciate it. I wish you the fabulous weekend to come. Don't catch the cooties. Take lots of vitamin C or any immune boosters that you possibly can. Homemade bone broth. I got a batch of that in my freezer. I'm going to have to bring that out. Take care, everybody. I love you all very much. Good night. Good night. Goodbye. And we will talk next week. Thank you so much. Toodles, everybody.